Hello and welcome to the Happy Families podcast. Do you have enough time? Is time getting away from you? Is it being wasted, or are you just running faster than you know how to? Term 4 it's just kicked off in half the country. And if you're anything like us, the routine that you were so sure that you were going to get back into so simply has been an absolute, I was going to say disaster. I was going to say nightmare. I feel like they're two big words, Kylie, but it's been tricky. Let's just say that. Today on the Happy Families podcast, we're going to look at creating time abundance. How do we find the time to do the stuff that matters when it feels like all the stuff matters and there isn't enough time? That's coming up next. Stay with us. Hello, welcome to the Happy Families podcast, Real Parenting Solutions Every Day. This is Australia's most downloaded parenting podcast. We are Justin and Kylie Coulson, and we are into term 4. Woohoo, it's the home run. The last. Did you hear my?
Were you trying to sound like Scooby-Doo?
No, but my voice kind of went really. It was meant to be a big woohoo, and I changed my mind halfway through it.
Chickened out.
Yeah, it didn't sound like it was a particularly hearty one, did it? Hey, today we're talking about this thing called time abundance. I'm really smitten at the moment with this really smart Substack by Jacqueline Nessie is a professor of psychology at Brown University in the United States. Really thoughtful, really fun, really quirky, and it's called Techno Sapiens. And she wrote a piece about time abundance a while back. It grabbed me. I couldn't let go of it, and I've decided that we should chat about it today. Before we talk about time abundance, I wanted to ask you, I have my own list, but what have you done today? Because everyone always says that mums carry the cognitive load, have too much to do. It is a heavy duty job being a mum. Walk me through we're recording this in the afternoon before the day that we roll the podcast out. I made that really hard. What have you done up until this point at 2:15 in the afternoon?
I got up at 5:30 this morning. We rode 40 Ks. I then had a cold plunge, followed by a hot soak in the bath. I did my affirmations and oil reset. I got dressed. I made the bed. I hung out a load of washing. I put on another load of washing. I then cooked breakfast. We ate it. I tidied the kitchen. I talked to baby number 3 about insights from her personal study this morning. Then I had to wake up baby number 4 to discuss the logistics of her day and work out how cars were going to work. I FaceTimed my grandbaby who was having a meltdown because she wanted to swim in my pool, not hers. And then I took baby number 3 to the Department of Transport so that we could organise a replacement for her lost licence.
Yep.
I then took a call from baby number 1 who is organising some upcoming babysitting with me.
So just a quick note, all of these babies that you're engaging with at the moment are over the age of 18.
Most of them, yes.
So anyone who thinks, once they're 18, we're out of the woods, our parenting days are done, good luck with that.
Dropped off baby number 6 at friends for a play date. I needed to bring some washing in so I could hang out another load. Then I put another load on. I folded the washing. Baby number 1 rang again because she wanted to fill me in on what's going on with her day. I did some ironing. I talked to baby number 5 about her day because she's volunteering in New South Wales and it was 9 degrees this morning. I had some lunch. That was about 2:00 in the afternoon. We're recording podcasts, but on my list, I still have to pick up baby number 6, go to the post office and do a drop-off, have more washing, more ironing to do. I have to build a freestanding wardrobe for baby number 3, pick up baby number 3 from volunteering, organise dinner, cook and eat it, clean up, reset the house, walk the dog, and then maybe I'll get into bed about 9 o'clock tonight. Right. Okay. Time abundance. Are you feeling, I'm listening to that and it's a lot of family-focused stuff. A lot of it is chores and running around and rigmarole. But there's some really nice connections with family. There's some really nice chats. There's obviously the bike ride, the cold plunge, the oils and that sort of stuff. When you think about a topic like this one, and we have spent the entire podcast really just talking about how busy your day has been, do you feel time abundant? There's a long pause.
Yeah. Warranted.
Not very often. Not very often.
Today?
No, I do not feel abundant. I'm looking at my list and thinking I'd actually really like to just curl up in a ball and go and have a nana nap.
Yeah. I don't know if that's going to make you feel more time abundant or not, but Jackie Nessie's newsletter certainly points to some things that will and some things that won't. So I asked you, I don't know what you've written down, where you're going to go with this, but I asked you to jot down your 3 take-home messages from the Techno Sapiens Substack about time abundance. What are the 3 things that you jotted down? And let's talk about those for about a minute each.
She talks about the fact that we actually undervalue our own time. And I really related to that because when I think about the way I utilize my time, I actually do all of the least important things first.
Right.
They're usually the easiest ones to tick off the list.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like if I've got my task list and I look at everything that's there, I do the easy stuff. I go for the quick wins.
Yeah, because I want to be able to see that I've progressed. Like if I've got 10 things on my list and in half an hour I can get 4 of them ticked off, why would I not do that first?
Yeah, and that's why email for people who work in an office, it's such a time suck, but we think, we're being productive because we're clearing our inbox.
And so from that point of view, what often ends up happening is I get a whole heap of nothing done in the day and I still haven't attacked the one thing that was most important on my list.
Is there a one thing today that should have been on your list but you didn't even get near it?
It's building that wardrobe. It's not going to happen. I just know it.
Yeah, right. Okay.
We've had baby number 4 arrive home. She has no room to sleep in. She has no wardrobe to place her clothes in. And we just need to make a freestanding wardrobe so at least she can hang something and stick some shoes on a shelf.
Yeah. What about your second take-home message? What else stood out to you?
We neglect taking steps to protect our time.
So can I, I'm not telling you should or shouldn't, but all the phone calls, all the backwards and forwards, all of the other people prioritizing and wanting to connect with you. Is that one of those things? Like sometimes you've just got to get stuff done and say, I'm not going to take any calls for the next half an hour. Like,
yeah, I think that's well within.
I know I don't protect my time well at all. When we were wrapping up the writing of my book, or when I was wrapping up the writing of my book just before the school holidays, I said to my team, I've got 1 week where it's the last week of school. Nobody's hired me to give any talks. I don't have any keynotes at conferences or government or like there's literally nothing in my diary. I need to protect that week so I can finish the book. And then I just slowly, as requests came in for go and do a podcast interview over here, show up on the news over there, one thing after another. And all of a sudden, every single day I had at least 1, if not 2 things that took me out of the office. And I didn't protect that time. And as a result, the book deadline, again, I blew it right out. I almost didn't finish by the deadline. And it was so stressful. I feel like I'm still fatigued talking about it several weeks later because I didn't protect my time.
I think the challenge that I have is when you look at all those phone calls, they're our children.
Yeah, it's really hard to say just ignore the kids, right?
Well,
and nor should we.
No. So the challenge is that you and I made a really conscious decision that I would stay at home so I was available for the kids. And I think that there are definitely times where I have just said, hey, I really need to stay focused today. But for the most part, I love the fact that my kids want to ring me and tell me how their day went or the insights that they've had as they've been, attending a class or doing some personal study of their own. Like, that's actually the highlight. That's the joy point of my day.
Yeah.
And so while it adds to the busyness, it's actually what adds the richness to my experience.
So there's this thing that I often say in one of my presentations, and that is that you don't build a relationship watching the clock. And so today there's this discussion that we're having about creating time abundance. And we're saying you've got to protect your time. But I think you've got to be discerning in terms of what you're protecting your time against.
Yeah, and today's a day where at the end of the day, if the wardrobe doesn't get done, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
I can push it back.
Yeah.
But there will be other times where it's like there's no wriggle room. This has to be done today.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to have to take this time.
What was the third thing? We need to take a break before we come back for the doctor's desk part of this conversation.
We've actually touched on it a little bit already, but she says that we don't prioritize spending time on the things that matter. And so when we look at our to-do list, like we talked about at the beginning, often we spend time doing the things that are easiest just because we're going to get a quick win.
Yeah, for sure. All right, after the break, the scientific side of things, time abundance, how do we create it? What's necessary so that it feels like we have time? We'll discuss that next. Welcome back. This is the Happy Families podcast. My name's Dr. Justin Coulson. I'm here with my wife and mum to our 6 kids, Mrs. Happy Families, Kylie. So there were 3 things that Jackie said in her Techno Sapiens Substack about this that I want to highlight. So research shows that you can feel more abundant with your time if you do these 3 things. The first one is what she calls blocking time out. I've tried this and it actually works, except when you don't get mindful in the moment. So you might block out and say, I'm going to make sure that I have this walk, this massage, this, for me, it'll be a surf, or this time with my family. I'm going to block out an hour here or half an hour there or 15 minutes there. I'm going to have the bath. I'm going to do the thing. And I'm blocking it out so that nothing else can intrude. It's my protected time. Research shows that people who do that do, in fact, end up with a sense of time abundance. They feel better about their lives. It's generally associated with positive outcomes. But there is a catch. A study showed that people who improved their mindfulness skills through an 8-week mindfulness intervention, who's got time for an 8-week mindfulness intervention, right? But if you do that, you have increased feelings of time affluence, because when you're spending that tiny little block of time that I've just said to block out, sometimes, like if I'm getting a massage, for example, which I haven't done in for years because I don't enjoy the massage, because all I can do is think about all the things that I should be doing other than getting a massage.
Yeah, so that's what happened with my art classes. I was really enjoying them in the beginning, but as our life got a lot more complicated as the year progressed, I just found that it actually was a chore to go, because there was so many other things pressing on my mind that I couldn't be in the moment and I couldn't tap into that beautiful creative flow that I was experiencing previously.
So that is a skill. It is something that you can learn, but it requires intention, it requires focus, and it means that you do need to be in the moment while you're taking that moment to feel time abundant. And then when you get back in the car after the massage or the art class or the surf, you're not allowed to just go bonkers and go, I can't believe I did that. Or like, it felt really good, but now I'm in so much trouble. You've actually got to let that be part of your well-being routine. The second one is quite counterintuitive. The research says, this is a 2012 study called Giving Time Gives You Time. Researchers had people come into a lab and assign them to either go home a bit early to give themselves a bit of time or do something nice for someone else. In this case, they had to spend 15 or 20 minutes editing an essay for an at-risk student at a local high school. And even though going home early objectively gives you more time, it was the people who were assigned to help the student who felt less time constrained. They felt more time abundant. So the research shows, number 1, block out time for yourself, be mindful in the moment. But number 2, give time to others. It will actually help you to feel like you have more time. The third and final one is to buy yourself time. So researchers gave participants $40. This was a few years ago, Kylie. It was back in 2017,
I was going to say, $40. $40 is not going to get you much.
Money goes further than it does now. But participants were given this $40 to spend on either a material purchase like books and clothes, and then on a separate week they were given another $40, but they had to spend on a time-saving purchase like grocery delivery or getting the lawns done or a laundry service or taking an Uber, because it saves you time looking for parking. So anyway, on the weeks where people made a time-saving purchase, they reported feeling happier, and the reason was they felt less time pressure. So I know that this does depend on your financial situation. There's a certain level of privilege that comes with being able to pay somebody to do your lawns or to do your laundry or clean your house or whatever it is. But to the degree that you can do that, you do tend to feel more time abundant. Now, there's one more thing that I want to highlight here, and that is that if you do use your spare time, or even your not spare time, just your downtime, even if it's a few minutes staring at your phone, you're not going to get the sense of time abundance that you get when you don't have anything else on your mind. Like staring at your phone, scrolling, doom scrolling, or just checking out your TikTok or Instagram feed, it's not going to give you a sense of reprieve and release. It's keeping your brain active. It's keeping your brain going, even though you're zoning out and it doesn't feel like you're getting a break. So hopefully, Kylie, that will help you feel more time abundant this afternoon. Pay somebody to do one of those jobs you've got to do? No? No. No. Okay. Block out some time this evening. You're looking at me strangely. You're not going to block out some. Can you do?
Is walking the dog blocking out some time?
Yeah. Let's go for a walk tonight, like 9:30.
Okay.
And we'll give time to the dog. Gosh. The struggle is real. Good luck. I really hope we hope these ideas help you to have a sense of time abundance. That was The Doctor's Desk on the Happy Families podcast, which is produced by Justin Rulon from Bridge Media. Mim Hammond provides admin research and other support, and Mim will link to the Techno Sapiens article and the entire Substack, which you should subscribe to. It's a really good one, in the show notes. Have a great afternoon, evening, morning, whatever it is when you're listening to this pod, and we can't wait to be with you again tomorrow as we unpack everything that happened in the Queensland school holidays. Thanks for listening.